Evernote raised prices to $14.99 a month in 2024. That sounds small until you do the math. That's $180 a year for what used to be $25. I'm not saying it's wrong. Evernote still works, but it forced a lot of people to finally ask, do I actually need it? And honestly, the answer for most people is no. The app hasn't fundamentally changed in 5 years. Meanwhile, Notion completely rebuilt how people organize information. Obsidian proved you don't need the cloud. Joplin exists, and nobody talks about it. So this is an honest breakdown of what works in 2026 if you're not paying for Evernote anymore. 5 years ago, your options were Evernote or OneNote. That's it. Now, we have free, open source, local first, AI integrated, and genuinely useful alternatives. Some are better at organizing research. Some are better at daily notes. Some are pure text that syncs to your phone. The catch is, there's no single replacement for everyone. Evernote tried to be everything. These newer apps are usually really good at one thing. So picking the right one depends on your actual workflow, not features you read about and never use. Obsidian is a free markdown editor that syncs to your computer and phone. You own your notes. They're just plain text files in a folder on your hard drive. That's the entire premise. Publish happens through paid sync, $11 a month if you want the cloud backup. But the core app is free forever. Obsidian works for research wikis, daily notes, and linking ideas together, what they call a vault. The learning curve is real, though. It took me 3 days to set up a workflow I actually used. The community has templates that speed this up. If you don't mind plain text and want zero lock-in, Obsidian is the answer. If you want something that just works, skip it. Notion is free and can absolutely replace Evernote. It has databases, templates, and AI built in. The problem is it's powerful in the way a spreadsheet is powerful. You can do anything, which means you have to decide what to do first. I've seen people spend weeks building the perfect Notion workspace only to stop using it because they built a database instead of a capture tool. Use Notion if you want to build a second brain. It's excellent for that. Use Notion if you want a wiki for your team. It's also good for that. Don't use Notion if you just want to take notes and have them organized automatically. That's not how it works. Joplin is free, open source, and probably why Evernote got nervous enough to raise prices. It does 85% of what Evernote does: note organization, tagging, web clipping, encryption, and sync to your phone. The UI is genuinely good. The community is small but solid. The catch? It doesn't have a web app. You use the desktop or mobile client. There's no AI. The web clipper is third-party. If you're coming from Evernote, Joplin is the smoothest migration because it works the same way. If you need the cloud everywhere, phone, tablet, computer, web browser, Joplin makes you pick your sync method first. OneNote is free if you have a Microsoft account, which most people do for Outlook or Office. It syncs everywhere: Windows, Mac, web, phone. The interface is organized like a notebook with sections and pages, which feels familiar if you've used Evernote. The core features work well. Searching takes a second. The design is older. Microsoft barely markets OneNote because they want you on Copilot Pro. But if you're in the Microsoft ecosystem already, OneNote genuinely replaces Evernote with zero friction and zero cost. Most people don't use it because they forget it exists. If your workflow is primarily on your phone, quick captures, lists, voice notes, neither of these replaces Evernote completely, but they're both free and they work. Apple Notes syncs across your Apple devices instantly and has iCloud backup. Google Keep is simpler and syncs across any device with your Google account. Both are missing search sophistication and tagging that power users expect. For a student clipping articles and organizing research, these are slow. For someone capturing ideas throughout the day, they're perfect. The gap is real. Apple Notes and Google Keep are organizers, not organizational systems. Evernote's web clipper is genuinely the best way to save an article, capture part of a web page, and have it searchable later. It strips formatting, keeps images, and indexes the text. Nothing else quite matches it. Evernote's search is also older and less fussy. It just finds what you're looking for. Most free alternatives either have mediocre search or require you to tag everything manually. That said, if you're not doing research clipping every week, you don't need Evernote for this. If you are, journalist, student, researcher, the web clipper is the one real reason to keep paying. Ask yourself these questions. 1. Do you only need this on your phone? Go with Apple Notes or Google Keep. 2. Do you want to own your notes completely? Offline? Obsidian. 3. Do you want to build a connected wiki or second brain? Notion. 4. Do you clip web articles constantly? Honestly, pay for Evernote. The clipper's worth it. 5. Are you in Microsoft's world already? 1. 6. Do you want something that works like Evernote but free? Joplin. There's no universal answer. The app that's perfect for me might be clunky for you. Test one for a week. Real usage beats feature lists every time. Most of these apps have import tools. Notion and Joplin can both ingest Evernote's export format. Obsidian has community converters. OneNote has a direct import from Evernote if you're on Windows. The migration takes about an hour. Export from Evernote, import to your new app. Verify it worked. Don't delete Evernote until you've used the new app for 2 weeks and confirmed you're not missing anything. Most people panic on day 3 and go back because they forgot they had notes in a forgotten notebook. The real work isn't the migration. It's rebuilding the habit of actually using the new tool. This is the honest take. Most people don't use Evernote. They subscribe, they save things they'll never read, and they forget it exists. If that's you, don't migrate to a free alternative. Unsubscribe and use Apple Notes or Google Keep for what you actually do: capture and basic search. The $15 a month is only worth it if you're using the app multiple times a week. If you're using it once a month to clip an article, you're paying for convenience you don't need. The best note-taking app is the one you actually open. Before you migrate, make sure you're not just swapping an expensive habit for a free one you still won't use. What note-taking feature can't you live without? Comment below and we will build it.